Hi, powerful leaders. This episode is from a live training that I do weekly inside my Facebook group called the Powerful Female Coaches and Leaders Community. Feel free to join us inside the group so I can get to know you better and I can answer any questions you might have. I just love the live interaction, answering to your question, listening to your stories. There is so much power in connecting in a deeper way, and I really hope you do take this invitation. The way I edit these episodes is really to give you all the value, but if you want to have the live interaction, ask any questions, and get them answered by me, please join us in the Powerful Female Coaches and Leaders community. I can't wait to see you there, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Welcome to the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Anna Patricia Bourgeois, certified business coach. I am here to help you up-level, generate consistent wealth, increase your confidence, attract dream clients, and master your mindset so that you can fully own your power and achieve next-level results in your online business and beyond. Every week, a powerful conversation will take place with amazing guests, or I'll share from my experience to help inspire you to start and scale the business of your dreams while being powerfully you. The time has come to stop playing small, stop hiding, and stop waiting. Now is the perfect time for you to passionately pursue your heart's desire as the powerful leader you were born to be. Are you ready? Let's do this. Today's topic, how to boost your Instagram reach. And this is a topic that I love and is a really good one. And I'm not here to talk about, consistency, because we all know it matters. I'm not here to talk about optimal posting times and algorithm and formats and links and ads and stuff like that. Like, these are all things that I trust you know about because we're all building brands here. What I'm talking about is the deeper stuff. The deeper stuff that allowed me to truly grow my brand. Like, I'm almost crossing 6K followers. I have pretty good engagement on my posts. I get like tons and tons of comments and likes and shares. And there's a very particular reason why. Yes, I do. That's the one thing I want to share before I dive into all of this. I do remove and block spammy accounts and like bots. Like, I do take the time to do that because for me, quality is priority. Like, I want people to follow me to be quality. Like, I don't want bots and like stuff like that is just random. So I just remove them. But yeah, this is a topic that I'm really passionate about. I've been growing for quite some time now, and there's a few things that truly changed the game. The first thing I want to talk about is, when was the last time you actually went on your account and shared a celebration or shared something that you're so grateful for, or shared something that happened that made you realize something? Maybe how far you've come, or like something happened and you're like, wow, I have grown so much from these types of situations. Like, when was the last time you actually took the time to reflect? This is so important because I do this on the regular, and I find that people, they can relate so well to my experiences, to my breakthroughs, mindset shifts that I've gone through, or stuff that I've heard. Like, I just keep it real. Are you keeping it real, or are you filtering every single post you create? Are you truly saying what you want to say, or are you thinking about it, like being in your head about it, overanalyzing everything? Like, this is huge. What if you simply posted something just because you want to post it? Because it speaks to you, because it makes you feel good. Like, this is like the biggest thing that I see happening so many times, is like, us getting inside our heads, overanalyzing, overthinking every little sentence, every little word, trying to think about, are they gonna like this? Is this post gonna work? What are people gonna say? Right? We automatically like go into that space, but it's not serving us when we do that. I encourage you to share something simply because you want to, because your goal is not to please, your goal is not to get 1 million likes, your goal is not to, be perceived as that person you think people want to perceive you, right? What if you just went and posted from your heart, from a place of gratefulness, from a place of breakthrough, from a place of celebration, from a place of, oh my gosh, like I've gone through so many things in my business, in my life. Here's what I've learned. I want you to share your experiences. I want you to share your lessons. And when you do this builds the like, trust, and know factor, right? Because it shows people who you truly are. And that's what people want to know. This is a process. This doesn't happen overnight, right? It's something we have to start integrating every single day and being proud of ourselves for doing this work. So how do we boost our engagement? Sharing from that place in our hearts that's so deep, right? Imagine you are right now on your deathbed. I know this is creepy, but imagine you have your last breath. You already said I love you to all your relatives. Everyone knows you love them. What's the last thing you want to share to this planet? What's your message? What's the core thing that keeps you going? Why are you waking up in the morning? Why are you doing what you do? Right? People want to do business with you, not because of what you do, but because of why you do it. So when was the last time you shared your why? When we do this, when we're so genuine, when we share from our hearts, when we're true to who we are, when we say things as we say them in real life, when we're the same person online as we are in real life, that's when we start creating those bonds, those relationships. People see us as that leader in our own lives. They see us practicing what we preach. They see us continually growing and improving, right? Share who you work with. Who are your mentors? Who are your coaches? What was the biggest thing that happened to you working with that person? That shows that you are invested in yourself, right? Like all these little things, all these facets, these are what people want to see. Like your stories about that, your stories about who you are, about where you've been, about what you do, why you do it, who you work with, your breakthroughs, your realizations, right? All of it is important, right? And I'm just so sick of getting on Instagram and seeing so many great people being like, here's how to lose 10 pounds. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Right? And there's no problem with these types of posts. But when I go on your page and that's the only thing I see and I have no clue who you truly are deep down inside, I might get bored. Think about, how are you showing up right now? Is it only, sharing tips and tricks and information? Or are you going even deeper? And I'm not saying that this is easy. Going deeper, sharing vulnerable stories, it's not easy. But this is something we all go through. when we're building something meaningful, when we're building legacies, when we're building businesses, it's something we have to work through. You feel the fear, but do it anyways. That's when the magic happens. And then you're like, wow, why was I so afraid and so scared to share this? Like, this is what happened to me, right? The first time that I went live and I just shared like my story of like when I was 15 and my parents got divorced and I had to work 2 jobs and go to school full time and help my mom pay her bills, pay the mortgage. You know, it was a very hard time. And just the fact that I opened up for the first time about it, I was very emotional. Like, I had tears and all this stuff. But then the most magical thing happened. And like everyone, and I mean everyone, was just like, wow, you are so brave. You inspire me so much. I relate to this. I relate to that. I've been through this. I've been through that. And you realize everyone's gone through some shit in their lives, right? Everyone. And it just builds those connections on a deeper level. And it's just incredible. Yeah, the fear of rejection. That's a big one. I stopped counting the times that I've been rejected because I try to see it as something positive, because it means I'm putting myself out there. That's what it means. And I truly do believe that for every rejection that I get, I will be getting 2 yeses. For every no, I'll be getting 2 yeses. And every single time I approach this with this mindset, I am so surprised by all the yes I'm getting. Like, the no's are getting smaller and the yes are getting bigger because I expected for it to be that way. Every single time you approach a situation with a mindset of, oh, I'm just bothering people, oh, people are just gonna say no, this is what you're gonna get because you're already projecting that. But when you approach it with, oh yes, they want to sign up for this, like, this is the shit, like, why wouldn't they? Then it's just incredible. You're like, okay, here's the link, and you're just so excited. And that's that exciting energy that just brings more people in. And it's just incredible. It's okay. If you get a no, it doesn't mean anything about you, right? Your value hasn't changed. Your experience hasn't changed. Your expertise hasn't changed. It doesn't mean anything about you when you get rejected. Some people are just not ready for your magic. Not everyone can handle your magic. That's how I see it. When you do this, when you are so vulnerable, when you share all those facets, you connect to people, you compel them to your content, you become magnetizing. So I really encourage you to take it a step further, dig deeper, right? Than just giving step 1, step 2, step 3 posts and how-to posts, because anybody can Google those. And truly give your own spice into your posts, into your content, and share about who you are, why you do what you do. And honestly, this is what will create the massive engagement. This is what people want to see. They want to see the real, the raw, the vulnerability. That's honestly been the biggest game changer. You've had that realization, like, how do I want to share that story in a way that it still relates to my ideal client, but they're learning it through me. And they're going to be like, wow, like, this speaks to me. I relate to that. So yeah, share those realizations, share the breakthroughs, share the aha moments. Like, I love to do that. Like, every single time I have a client call and then something happens and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to share about this. I have to share about that. I have to share about this, right? Like, just this week, like yesterday's post, you know, it was like about my client, like, her past coach told her not to use call to actions on her posts. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to share about this. Because some people give advice, but it's tainted with scarcity, with fear. And we have to be careful what we're taking in, what we're integrating. So I wanted to share about that. And people just, they love that post. They were like, this is so true. We have to use discernment. We have to use, being aware. We have to know what we stand for, be in integrity and all of that. So it just sparked this beautiful conversation. And that's the other thing. Those people who engages, let's boost it even more and start a conversation in the DMs and be like, hey, thank you so much for commenting on my post. I am so glad you agree. Feel free to share like your experiences around this. Like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And this is where the magic happens, honestly. Because you're having such a meaningful conversation around a topic that both of you agree with. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful entry into a beautiful relationship, basically. And this is where I see most people, they don't do this. They don't take the time to actually take the conversation deeper. So when was the last time you actually initiated a conversation on a topic and went deeper? I promise you, people love that. They love to talk about what they stand for, what they don't stand for, what they believe in, what their values are. And believe it or not, just by doing this, you're also planting seeds, right? It's also your opportunity to be like, oh my gosh, I'm having a masterclass next week around this. Like, we're gonna go dive deeper into this. Like, do you want to join us? It's completely free. Seed planted. It took me 5 minutes. Seed planted. They're gonna come in my group, and that's where the nurture, watering the seeds. It honestly takes 5 to 10 minutes of your time, and it makes all the difference between the coaches who are like, nope, I'm not talking to anyone. I send my links and people sign up, and that's it, that's all. Right? You're taking a step deeper and you're being like, hey, I actually have this. Do you want to join? And like planting those seeds. And here's the other thing. When we actually have those conversations that just flows so naturally, it removes the pressure of saying the right thing, approaching things a certain way, or, it just flows. It just flows so much better. The vibes are there. Like, people are getting to know you, and it's just magic. Because I feel like sometimes we put so much pressure in saying the right thing, looking the right way, approaching people with a certain way, But when it's just you and you're just sharing your realization, your stories, XYZ, and you're just having those conversations, it's just so natural. And that's what people want. They want to feel like they're talking to a friend. They don't want to feel like they're talking, to someone who's just there to sell all the time. They want to have those deep, meaningful conversations. And I know we're led to believe that's not true, but it is. People love to talk about them. People love to talk about their stories. People love to talk about their own realization, their own journey, their own things. So let's stop assuming that they don't want to talk about it, because it's not true. Of course, you're always going to get that person who's like, no, I don't have time. I don't have this. Who's just like super negative. But that, like I said, doesn't mean anything about you. Send them some love and peace and just keep going. Keep going, keep planting seeds, keep having conversations. Your soulmate client, they want to know who you are. They do. They want to know if they can relate. They want to know if you're the right person. They want to know if you're actually who you say you are. They are following you for a reason. So if we never show them who we are, if we're afraid to truly say what we want to say and we're always filtering ourselves, they're not going to see that. They're not going to see who we truly are at the core. I know sometimes we're afraid. We're afraid of either making offers, talking about what we have going on, feeling too spammy or too this or too that, right? But like I said, they are here for a reason. They're following you over a million other people for a reason. So let's give them a reason to stay. They want to know how you change your life, how you change your clients' lives, how you can change their lives too. They want to feel inspired. They want to feel like they can do anything. They want to feel that energy, that power. We have to lift our people up. We have to show them there's a way. There's always a solution. There's always a way. Are you brave enough to take it? Are you brave enough to take the leap? That's basically all it is, right? We're always going to have offers. We're always going to have programs and coaching available. But are you actually ready for that change? People are scared of change. Show them what happens when they do take that chance, when they do take that action, when they do get the help. Because our brain, it likes to go to the negative immediately. It likes to go to, oh no, I can't do that because of this. I can't do that because of that. Oh my gosh, if I do this, I'm going to our brain likes to go to, it's either this or that. But show your people what will happen if they actually say yes, what their lives could look like on the other side of taking that leap. That's what people want to see. That's what we have to show them. Because we assume, I see so many people doing that, just assuming that people know. But everyone's on different timelines. Everyone's on different journeys. Not everyone will get it the second you say it. Some people need to hear it 5, 10, 15, 20 times until it's integrated in their subconscious and they actually start believing it. So imagine if I would have given up after 2 times saying it. Then I'm going to go see another coach for sure. The coach who keeps going, who keeps sharing, who keeps showing them what's possible, who keeps inspiring, lifting them up. And I'm so tired of coaches saying, oh no, you have to press on the pain point. You have to show them how miserable they are. That has nothing to do with it. It's the complete opposite. Lift your people up. How do you want your people to feel when they actually read your post? How? Do you want them to feel discouraged or empowered to say, yes, I'm ready, let's do it? You see the difference? Show people what's possible. Over and over and over again. And that's also where people get tripped up. They're like, but I already shared about this. Share it again. I'm pretty sure there's another angle we can go at it. There's another thing, another realization, another stepping stone, another this, another that. We're essentially always saying the same thing, but sharing it in different ways. And that's what keeps it always new and fresh and fun and inspiring. When you're going on your Instagram, even if it's a post, a reels, a story, whatever it is, think about all the lives you're changing. Think about the impact you're creating. Oh, but Anna, I just have 100 followers. I only get 20 views on my stories. This is 20 human lives we're talking about. Do you know how huge that is? We get so tripped up as well into the numbers, we forget people are people. We forget that impact starts with one person, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, right? We all start at 0. The number of people watching us, it doesn't matter, because there's always people catching replays. There's always people watching every single thing you do in the background. They're never commenting. They're never liking. You never hear about them. I have people reaching out. I have never seen their name in my life. People are always watching. So don't get discouraged by the number of people watching you right now. It doesn't mean anything. Reconnect with, oh my gosh, 5 people. That's huge. 10 people. That's huge. These are human lives. And they're interested in what I have to say. Do you know how special that is? You are amazing. A year ago, I had less than 2,000 followers on Instagram. Today, I'm almost hitting the 6K. The reason why I didn't let the 1,000 and something-ish discourage me from keeping going, from showing up every single day. Because I knew, I've read about the compounding effect from Darren Hardy, and I knew every single action you take every single day will compound one day. Your mission is always bigger. Your mission, what you want to create, why you do what you do, is what will keep you going. So make sure you're clear about what that is, and make sure that you reconnect with that every single day. So from today moving forward, I want you to choose to do things differently. I want you to decide that you will do whatever it takes to show up every single day from that place of power, from that place of, I am so amazing. People cannot wait to hear what I have to say today. I want you to reframe those stories that you're telling yourself about, oh, I only have 1 follower. Oh, my story is not that amazing. Oh, I don't know. There's just so many stories you can be telling yourself right now. Are you aware? Are you aware of those stories? This is super important. We have to understand what's actually keeping you stuck. Why are you resisting showing up or speaking from that place? There's something there for sure. And we have to understand what that is in order to move forward. Being an entrepreneur is 99.9% being our biggest cheerleader and knowing how to cheer ourselves up. Obviously, when you have a coach like me, you simply Vox me and we talk about it. And I'm really good at cheering people up. But honestly, it's our job to truly dig deeper and reconnect with that mission, that vision, why we're doing this, and get inspired every single day. Your action step is to share today. I don't care if it's a post, a video, a live stream, a story. You decide what format you love to do. And I want you to share a part of your story you haven't shared yet. And I want you to reach out to those people who are watching your stuff, liking, commenting, and just being so grateful for their time, for listening, and having that conversation. I really hope this training helped. I really hope that I gave you the tools, the deeper stuff to go out there and share and create that boost. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Powerful Female Leaders podcast. If you love this episode, make sure to spread the message, leave a review, and subscribe. I would forever be grateful for you. I also want to hear from you, and I want to know your feedback and your questions for future episodes. So don't be shy, say hi, and send me a message at Powerful Female Leaders Podcast on Instagram. Until then, I'll see you on the next episode.